Seriously, Snow White was so forgetful. I love Snow White dearly. She's a beautiful person, inside and out. But honestly, that girl's got a mind like a leaky bucket. And here's the real story of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And my name, by the way, is Seven. We dwarves used to have real names, but Snow White couldn't remember 'em. One day, we came home from the mines to find our cottage door open. And we thought we'd been burgled. But no, it was just a lovely girl, sound asleep. Well, in the morning, she had quite a story to tell. "Hello, I'm Snow White. The queen sent me into the woods, and a hunter was supposed to kill me, but he was nice and he let me go. And I wandered a long time in the woods. I guess I'm very pretty, and that's why the queen doesn't like me. I'm Snow White. Would it be all right if I lived with you? I love playing house, and keeping house for real wouldn't be all that different, would it? And did I tell you my name is Snow White?" Wow, did she have energy? Life with Snow White was interesting. She'd forget to turn on the stove, and she'd forget to turn it off. She'd make banana cream pie and forget the bananas. She'd knit scarves that were 10 feet long just 'cause she forgot to stop. On the bright side, she laughed at all of our jokes, and she never complained about anything. Years passed. Snow White grew up, but she didn't really change. She remained her sweet, charming, forgetful self. Then one day, Five heard a rumor. "The queen knows Snow White is alive," he told us. "The magic mirror spilled the beans." Well, we gave Snow White orders to stay inside the cottage, and she was not to open the door to anyone, because we knew that the evil queen would try to hurt her. But Snow White quickly forgot. Twice we came home to find her lying on the floor, and it was clearly the work of the queen. The first time, Snow White couldn't breathe. She was wearing a brand new corset that was laced up too tight. The second time, she had a poison comb in her hair. And all the queen had to do was dress up as an old woman, offer something pretty for sale. Any thoughts of being careful went right at Snow White's head. We posted reminders. We even wrote, "Do not open the door," in her syrup and pancakes. But once again, we came home to find Snow White on the floor, and this time we couldn't help her. There was no corset to loosen or comb to remove. We thought she was dead, killed by a magical spell. And yet days passed, and she remained as lovely as ever. "It's kind of like she's forgotten how to wake up," Five whispered. We couldn't make ourselves bury her, so we placed Snow White in a glass coffin and brought her to a spot on the mountainside, and we took turns guarding her. But thank goodness, that's not the end of the story. One day, I heard voices in the woods. "No, Your Majesty, it's not time for lunch. We ate our lunch an hour ago. Don't you remember?" "Oh, right, silly me." Suddenly, I was face to face with a prince, but he barely noticed me. He couldn't take his eyes off of Snow White. "What happened to her?" he asked. "What's her name?" I told him the whole story. "She's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen," he breathed. "Those lips, those eyes. What did you say her name was? Can I take her with me? Now that I've seen her, I don't think I can live without her. What silky hair she has. Tell me again, what's her name?" I smiled. The prince reminded me of a certain someone. We were bringing Snow White back to the cottage so the other dwarves could say goodbye, and without warning, the prince stopped, turned around, and said, "Hey, what about lunch?" The servant slipped, the coffin slid, and Snow White coughed. I'd never heard such a beautiful sound. Out of her throat flew a rosy red apple. Rosy red poisoned apple, that is. She sat up. Did someone say something about lunch? She asked. Yep, Snow White married the prince, of course. And the queen actually showed up at the reception. If you can believe that. Well, everyone threw dinner rolls at her and booed so loud she ran away and was never heard from again. Things are pretty much back to normal now, and when it gets cold outside, we're grateful for our 10-foot scarves. And every once in a while, we make banana cream pie without any bananas, just for old time's sake.